All right, good morning, everybody. I have not had coffee yet. I'm not awake yet. But welcome back. We're back for more Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And like yesterday, I think for the duration of this game, everybody, for those of you who are watching, we're going to be on members only, subscribers only for chat. It's just too volatile. I tried to stream last night without it, and we had idiots trying to ruin the stream immediately, and I'm not having any of it. I don't want to deal with that shit. So I woke up this morning to my review of the game. My early thoughts video is just full of a bunch of trolls, and it's not. I don't even think they're real people. I think it's just AI. I think it's AI bots, or it's just random people because the usernames are all something number, and it's all like this is garbage, this is slop, they ruined the IP, this isn't an RPG, but duh, it's not marketed like Edge. It is an RPG. It's just a hybrid RPG. Anyway, I'm not dealing with people trying to piss in my Cheerios. So for those of you who just want to hang out, if you can't afford to be a member or a subscriber, it's okay to just hang out. When I get done with this and we're off to the outer worlds, we'll see how things go, or maybe I'll just wait 2 or 3 days and open up the chat again. But during launch, see, it's just open season right now with idiots. So we're gonna, you know, keep it down to the people who want to be here for the right reasons. And for those of you who can't afford to be a paying member or paying subscriber, I get it. It's all good. Circle back around if you want to whenever we're opened up with something like Elder Scrolls Online or something that's a little less volatile.
Yeah, we better go see Her Ex-Majesty. Get it over with.
Heinrich says, "Do you want a sip of my coffee?" I do. I need some. This is one of those mornings I woke up and I was like, I could keep sleeping. It doesn't happen too often. I'm usually pretty good about when the alarm goes off. But for some odd reason last night, oh, I know why it was. So the night before, last, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I didn't take a nap yesterday, and I went to bed at like 8:30. That's why I woke up so like out of it this morning. So I slept like a rock last night. Slept from 8:30 until my alarm went off at 4. I think I woke up once at like 2 to let Lucas out because he was sleeping with me.
Now remember, if Lou's lips are moving, she's lying. But you handled her well enough before. Got your permission to roam. Let's see what she's after.
Oh, who are you?
You gotta be the sheriff. I'm Onda, Lou's new security. Let's get a couple things straight. You may be my elder, but I report to Lou, and to the prince, not to you. I got one job, and that's to protect her by any means necessary.
That's right, Hector. Good morning, fellow curmudgeons.
Ryong wants us to help you kickstart your old powers. So if you need a little jolt of the Night Clan, you can come to me. I won't like it, but I'll do it.
I am told you can help me regain my forgotten powers.
The things I do for the Camarilla. Let me tell you how this is gonna go. I've made up a vial of my blood. You're gonna drink it. The La Sombra blood will kickstart your memories and restore some of the tricks you've so carelessly forgotten. And you won't tell anyone about this. Understood? Got it? Good, off you go.
What brings you to Seattle?
This camarilla. World class. The old guard and the new. I have a talent for sniffing out opportunities. Always have.
You mean opportunities to prove your loyalty to the Camarilla?
Of course. I know what they say about me and my clan. I need to prove I'm not a traitor. Besides, if I can get on Lou's good side, well, then there's a whole city at my fingertips.
Will you tell me of your mortal life?
Nothing to hide, I guess. I was magnificent when I was young. A real machine. Swimming, a bit of track, kickboxing was my favorite, especially outside the ring. One time, I took out this huge guy, like 3 times my size because he'd been talking shit. Question mark kick right to the back of the neck.
Question mark
Dude
kick.
hits the ground. Bam! 3 weeks in ICU. Never walked again.
I find you interesting.
Really? I find you out of your depth. Strange to see an elder with just a hint of lost puppy. Maybe you need someone to bring you to heel.
Oh, my.
When did your clan become welcome in the Camarilla cities? Before I slept, most La Sombra were firmly Sabbat.
They didn't sell sliced bread before you slept. It happened a few years back. The situation changed, and so did we. Well, some of us. Some are stubborn fools. Don't get it wrong, Nomad. We earned our place here. Earned it hard. Since you're on the clock, Sheriff, I have business for you. A city is like a cook pot. This one's simmering. I've had word passed down on some of the troublemakers. Getting close to where we don't want them. I'm gonna deal with my share, but you could help me out.
Is there trouble I can deal with?
Looks like it. Izzy's an older ghoul among the Anarchs. Got big ideas. She set up a den on top of the Goddard building. Can you deal with her?
I deal
can.
with it. I will speak to you again.
Izzy's bad decision. Ooh, I got a new outfit. Is it one I might actually like? Because all the level 1 outfits so far have been bleh. Oh, that. The player. That's funny. Dude, the atheist is pretty cool too, man. It's still a little too rebel goth for me. Sleek, sharp, and wicked. I mean, I still think the one I have. Ooh, that's the warlock. That's interesting. I'm still gonna stick with the one I've got. It's not my favorite, but it's the best out of the ones I have so far. All right. Somebody said yesterday, "Is this a Christmas game?" They asked that question on my early thoughts video, and I said, "Yes, it is." It's Jingle Bells and Vampire Slaying, spelled like Christmas sleigh. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Ho ho ho. All right, we gotta go up. Oh, I got 2 of them in one go.
That dealt with Onda's troublemaker. Nice work.
Silence.
The tabletop RPG? I would love to do the Cyberpunk 2077 tabletop RPG, to be honest with you. I think that would be an absolute blast. I would also mind because now they have Starfighter 2.0 is out. I don't know, man. I would love to do another tabletop session, but I don't want to be the person who has to manage it. Water says, love the books and the backstory. I actually don't know anything about this franchise beyond... I mean, I know of it, but I've never I've never played it or anything like that, so I came into this game completely blind.
Fire. I hear you're doing good work out there.
This morning they don't know because I've locked down the chat. I locked down the chat from the get-go. I'm not gonna deal with it this morning. I do on that, however, on my on the review last night. Yeah, I woke up to a whole bunch of just angry idiots. But I'm not gonna deal with it tonight. I told Chris, like Chris was here last night. I did the second stream, and I thought I would open it up, and we weren't even live for 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. And I had somebody in chat who was like, they came in, I don't remember exactly what they said, but something like, this game is garbage. I really don't like it. But that's my personal opinion only. And it's like, I didn't ask for your opinion. If you're here to shit on the game, why are you watching? I don't know. And I just locked it back down. So this morning, I'm not even, I think this is just one of those games like Dragon Age the Veilguard, like Starfield, like they're just the first few days of launch. I'm just gonna have to keep the chats locked down on members only so that I don't have to deal with idiots. And even Chris last night was like, are you getting to the point where you have to have a mod? And I was like, I don't think I'm getting to the point where I have to have a mod. I think it just depends on the game, because we don't see this with every single game. But I think we were talking about this 2 or 3 days before this game launched, and knowing that there was a controversy around this game, it was like, I think we're going to have to go member and subscriber only for the live streams to just keep it down. Because otherwise the chat's just going to be full of people I have to ban constantly. And I don't want to have to waste my time doing that. I would rather play the game and have fun.
Have a good night.
Hang on, before I do this, I have 2 main quests, I think. Let's go meet Katsumi, actually, because...
Definitely worth checking in on Katsumi. She has eyes and ears all over. Figuratively, obviously.
The other dirty side of modding, too, is that anybody that I ask to mod or pay to mod, you know, anybody who becomes a mod, they're becoming someone who has to wade through the cesspool, right? Like it's like I don't relish the idea of asking somebody to wade through the shit. It's like it's not a glamorous job.
Katsumi's place. Worth checking in.
How do I get in? Oh, there is a hole in the wall.
Let's hope they've gotten over the whole Benny thing.
Oh, there's no cool music now.
Well, if it ain't the new sheriff in town. Come see little old me?
No, she's pissed at me from the last encounter we had.
Didn't expect this. Figured that once you got back to the prince, that'd be the end of it. But as it happens,
Uh,
I might have
Speaking of
something
commercial
for you.
kitchens, have you ever seen the movie Waiting? It's one of Ryan Reynolds, one of his earlier roles before he got super super famous. It has a stacked cast of comedians, and um, it's about a bunch of waiters and cooks at a restaurant and the shit that goes down. It is a hilarious movie for anyone who has ever worked in the service industry, either as like a wait staff. Um, yeah, it's called Waiting. It's probably 15, 20 years old now, but yeah, it's the main character is like this kid who's like trying to save money or something for college. I don't remember, and he joins this restaurant as like a cook or something. I don't remember exactly, but then it's like everybody at that restaurant is like a jaded veteran of the industry. So you have the cooks in the back and the line chefs, and you've got the server girl who's like super hot and flirty, but then you have like the jaded ex, like she's been a waitress for like 40 years and just won't put up with anybody's shit. And like some of the stuff that just goes down in that movie is if you've ever worked service or you've ever worked in a kitchen, some of the stuff that happens in that movie is you're like, oh my god, I have seen that, and oh my god, yes, that has happened. I have seen the cooks do that to the food. I have seen the waitresses do that. I have seen like, oh, that's what happens when you have minimum wage people who don't give a fuck working jobs, you know? Yes, Ryan Reynolds is hilarious in that movie. It's a very good movie. Um, a very good movie.
I have need of aid, and I will repay it. I think you need allies.
I won't say you're wrong. Nice and transactional. Keep it clean. Maybe the court are not all irredeemable pieces of shit. Let's cut through the bullshit. I could use your help. Campbell. I hated his ass, but we made it work. Him losing his hat means some other fuck see it as time to riot. They'll be brought down, there's no escaping it. But I don't want mine burned in the fire. You understand how it works here, right? Seattle is special.
Every city thinks itself special. They all end up the same.
From here to Atlanta, thin bloods are hunted down, staked, burned to ash, because their sires can't sheathe their teeth. The trash of the streets. It's not a fucking choice, it's a state of being. In Seattle, we had a truce. A haven. Or I thought we had. It's fraying fucking thin. I need you to shut down some masquerade breakers before it becomes a bonfire. Sheriff.
Tell me who and where.
Straight to it, huh? Look, I was a surgeon way back. To save a patient, you gotta make a cut. Sometimes it's on me to spot the dead meat, and sometimes, yeah, I'd give that word to the sheriff. Same still applies. You ready to step up? Be my scalpel?
I am no one's implement, but an ally? Someone to consult from time to time, perhaps.
Haven't had one of those in a while. I'll think about it.
I will do this for you.
This'll help my problems and make you look good with your new boss. See what talking can do for us? You'll find what you're looking for somewhere near St. Stephen's Church. Just keep your eyes open.
All right.
St. Stephen's, then. Never thought Katsumi would turn the gun on her own folk, but here we are.
Where was the first game set, by the way? Having never played it. I wonder why they chose, like, I don't know the books, I don't know the tabletop. Why Seattle? Like, I'm assuming because in the books or in the tabletop, this is like an important place. Hector says the first game was Los Angeles.
We're getting close. Keep an eye out.
Hey, is Richie still at the park? He's missing all the fun.
The park, huh?
Just stop
Not getting
already.
away that easily.
Oh.
I may have fed on the wrong person. I think the anarchists have clothing.
Bump in the night. I need help. Waiting for this. Shit. Somebody help. Gotta blow him away.
You're mine.
Guns out.
Where are you?
Don't hide. I found you. No! Get back. Let's do it. I don't care anymore. Hello.
Yeah, I bit the wrong human.
Heard them mention more activity at the park. Only one place that could be. A few blocks over next to Weaver Tower. Opposite side of the Atrium nightclub.
The problem is I'm on a timer.
Get the fuck away from me.
Stay
They're not even trying to hide.
Rah! That was awesome.
How could you? Fucking die! No! Fuck, I'll do it myself.
We'd better go to the auto repair and check on Max. Hopefully that was a sack of lies, and we'll find him hunkered down where he was before.
How in the... It's freezing out here.
Really important cities are Chicago, Los Angeles, London, and Mexico City. Interesting. For people wanting to know my thoughts on the game, you can check out my early thoughts video from last night, published over on YouTube. As always, if you're watching today on TikTok, Kick, Twitch, or YouTube, welcome to the morning stream. This is one of 2 streams that happens every single day. We are live multi-streaming in 4 different places. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. Lots of game guides, reviews, discussion videos, TV shows, movies. This is the day job. I play a lot of games. We're going to be starting Outer Worlds 2 on Friday.
Here we are then. Max sure knows how to get into trouble.
Shit! Holy! We gotta... What the? I'm fucking ready!
Oh, I don't have it up yet right now.
They fought her, not me.
Max? Oh, I thought it would just open it, but it keeps it closed. Are you okay, Max?
Hey, look, we can work this out. Fire. Fuck. I thought you were one of those anarchs.
What do they want from you? Did you provoke them?
No. Not me.
Hector
But
says
they
depends
want
on the
payment for what
edition.
Benny did. I can't blame
I've been into Vampire the
My
Masquerade since
child.
the first edition
My
and
fault.
run many tabletop
you.
RPGs.
Thin blood's allowed for
TTRPG
revenge.
sessions over the decades.
I seem to have dealt with the troublemakers.
My brain can't handle the
For
tabletop
now.
role-playing game.
I will leave you.
It's like
Wait, please.
tabletop.
Look, I don't know what to do. It will keep happening. I can't just hide.
Then you must make amends. Your child terrorized Thin Bloods, so offer your assistance to Katsumi. She's well respected.
You're right. I owe them. But maybe she deserves to have me destroyed.
Maybe. Or maybe a true kindred will be useful to her cause. You have strength. Use it.
Maybe you're right.
Someone
You
said
cannot
yesterday
believe
this game
There's been enough noise here to draw mortals.
is allowing them to live out
Thanks,
their
Fire.
Anne Rice fantasies, and
I'll
I was
see
like,
you
that's
around.
actually a good way to look at it. And I haven't. Those books, by the way, are really, really good. I have not watched the new series they've been doing around the
We should get back
Interview
to
with the
hole in
Vampire.
wall and let Katsumi know the job is done.
But I did just see a
Should be enough to
trailer.
bury the hatchet at least.
I saw a
After
trailer
Maxwell,
for the new
kids
season
gotta
called
learn it
Lestat,
and
and it
realize
looks
he's
phenomenal.
not a
I may have to
kid.
go watch that show. But I loved the book. The Brad Pitt Tom Cruise movie was a lot of fun as well. So was the Legacy of a what was it called? Was it called Legacy of a Vampire? No, that's a different movie. That's the Willem Dafoe movie. Or that's Shadow of a Vampire. Sorry, I thought he blood like an old man peace. Sometimes all at once and sometimes in little spurts. What the hell was the name of the second movie? They did Interview with the Vampire, and then they did the one with Stuart Townsend, where he played Lestat, and it had that rap singer before she died in the plane crash. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that. Queen of the Damned. Queen of the Damned. That's what it was called. I've liked all of the Anne Rice stuff, but the books are really, really, really good. JK. Good morning, JK. Hector says the lore of the World of Darkness is amazingly involved and intricate. So much stuff going on. One of the early published scenarios has a chess game at the back, move and move, and if you translate in the scenario, it tells exactly what's going on behind the scenes. That's cool. All right, I'm about ready for my second cup of coffee.
You found them, huh?
You have fewer problems to worry about tonight. Well done.
I told you. All I'm trying to do is keep my people safe.
There's a
We have kept your
mosquito in
people
here.
safe. For now.
You want to shoot the shit, or we done here?
What do you know of Benny's sire, Max?
Not a whole lot.
I suggested he pay you a visit.
Sorry, hun. I'm not much of a hostess, you know?
He wants to make amends for what his child did. I thought you could make use of him.
Yeah,
Accused
I
of
need more
sending
coffee,
troops to
Gray,
the
for
Anarchs?
sure.
Oh, there's the thing.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that before we finish this conversation. That way I can sip on coffee while we're talking to her. All right, thanks for the super chat over on YouTube, C Nice. Thanks for carrying me through the BF6 campaign, says C Nice with your commentary. Have you played Cyberpunk? And if you have you seen the show? I have played 2 playthroughs of Cyberpunk 2077. Once when the game came out on the PS4. Another time was it last year when Phantom Liberty dropped? I think it was last fall. We did a second playthrough with the Phantom Liberty DLC on the Xbox Series X. And then I just reinstalled the Ultimate Edition, which is the base game and Phantom Liberty. Just reinstalled it last week. We're going to be doing another playthrough. We're going to be doing a third playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077 over the holidays. So we'll be live streaming that soonish. It's probably going to be December when I do the Cyberpunk replay. Because when we finish this, well, we probably won't finish this before the Outer Worlds 2, but the current plan is we're playing this game right now. We're going to start Outer Worlds 2 on Friday, and we're going to be balancing Outer Worlds 2 and this game until I finish this game. And then when I finish this game, I'm going to start the Watchtower mod for Starfield and go through that while simultaneously playing Outer Worlds 2. And then when I finish Outer Worlds 2, we're going to move over and start our Elder Scrolls Online and or Fallout 76 deep dive. We've got those two games that we're going to be playing from November, December, and January. And whenever I finish the secondaries, one of those secondaries, so probably by the end of November-ish or early December, I will be starting the Cyberpunk 2077 replay. Timelines may vary slightly on stuff, but that is the plan.
What's your opinion of the new prince?
You really want to know? Or are you intel gathering for the court?
You are a leader in the city, and I think your counsel is valuable.
Not sure how valuable it is, but at least you're thinking. You really want my opinion? We could do a lot worse than Riam. Things around here ain't great for Thin Bloods. I reckon she could make them better if we give her half a chance. Not everyone sees it the same way. I'm fighting a lot of pressure from the Anarchs to take her out. Unfortunately, she's got a kindred no one wants to fuck with on her side.
What do you get from standing with the Thin Bloods?
What do I get? Well, I get the constant stress of leading folks I don't want to lead, saving folks no one else will save. And I even got a cute makeover for my trouble.
How did you get that scar?
My old buddy Campbell did it the day he pretended to throw me out the court. Asshole. I mean, I get it. We all do shit things for the optics. See, me and Campbell had a deal. I don't like to see people torn apart for no reason. He was smart enough to see that Thin Bloods ain't going away. Wanted control, and maybe access to alchemy. Made a big show of throwing me out of the court, so Thin Bloods would listen to me. My scar was him sealing the deal. Branding me, just like the other trash.
Why does he care if she smokes? That's interesting.
Must you do that?
Do what?
The smoke does nothing to your lungs, good or bad. Why bother?
We all have our vices.
It's true. What's up, Transcend?
I will let you
What's
get
up,
back
Havoc?
to your night.
Don't be a stranger, hon. I don't mind having someone like you around to keep me on my toes.
All right.
She likes you. And that's no small thing toward a Cammy. And make no mistake, as long as you're sheriff, you are a Cammy. Now, Glacier, reckon we've put off our appointment with Luke too long.
Well, I think we've cleared all of the side quests that we have at the moment. So outside of unlocking abilities with the randos, we're going to go meet Lou at the hotel, pursue the main quest. Thanks for joining the channel as a member, C Nice. Welcome aboard. As with all new members, part of the ship, part of the crew. Don't forget to check out the member-only videos on YouTube. We do 2 or 3 a month, and they go back 4 years. We do channel analytics, income reports, discussions, and secret sauce. So check those out at your leisure. There's a bunch. Early thoughts video on the game is up on YouTube for the people who are watching right now and asking my opinion over on TikTok, Kick, and Twitch. As always, we are live in 4 different places at the same time. I do try to answer all the chats as I can, but I sometimes miss them, or if they're really stupid questions, I don't bother answering them. So if you want your chance to get answered, make sure it's an intelligent question, and make sure it's not something that's already answered by an early thoughts video or a review. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so get on over there. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon,
There you are.
Instagram, and all the other socials.
I wish to thank you. Your name meant a great deal to the court. They said I could do you a service.
Did I ask for you? I don't... Oh, yes. The gangrel. Do you know of the arrangement? That the court supply me with suitable meals? They sent me a gangrel lout to act as my gopher, to replace... the singing of reptiles in the pulse of the blood. The call of the sun as the dry seeds burn. The red that runs through unfertile soil. The wind that flays sinew from a heartstring. Ah. Can you hear it, Nomad?
Lou Graham, return to your senses.
We were talking of the gangrel.
You saw some vision. What was that?
You can't hear it? It doesn't call to you. That surprises me, after all your centuries. They say it's only for the powerful, the eldest. Of course, you were asleep, and it started after your time. Doomsayers call it the Beckoning.
Ooh.
They have it linked to Cain, Gehenna, antediluvians. The boogeymen we tell fledglings not to fear.
Yeah, Cyberpunk show does have a lot of Easter eggs, correct. Same thing with, what was it? God, there was another, like the Arcane game, or show, the Arcane show. They're doing the Ubisoft Splinter Cell show right now, which I really need to go watch. I really need to go watch that new Splinter Cell show. I've heard great things, and it's got a great cast, so I think it'll be really good. Welcome to the Madhouse. Exactly, Hector. Did you beat that boss yet, Transcend, in Path of Exile 2? Did you get Deeks to help? I don't know if you guys had a chance to iron that out.
Gehenna. I have heard this name. The end times. When the antediluvians will rise to devour their children.
If you believe the myths. The third generation, grandchilder of Cain, survivors of the Great Flood. The mighty progenitors of our clans. Ha!
And what is this beckoning?
For many, it is merely a feeling. A strange urge. Often there are dreams.
Fabian is having dreams.
Visions.
Then comes the music, sounding in the stillness, in the quieted mind. They say it's the song of Gehenna, beseeching our return to the cradle of civilization, to bleed in the east.
What do you mean by bleed in the east?
Some call it a crusade. They think they can prevent Gehenna by hunting elders in Torpor. Such bad manners, don't you think? Lion or stray, if a cat lies sleeping, it should be left that way.
So what do you call it?
A war, darling, against idiots.
Hey, that's the war I fight every single day. I must be just like these vampires. That's cool. We have something in common. Trent says not yet. Still waiting to get a friend in my stream from Deeks. Nice. It's a rough boss. If you guys manage to do it as a team, I might have to coordinate and be like, help me, I want to get past it too.
You are certain you hear this song of Gehenna?
I've heard it for, oh, so many years now. The summoning recognizes my strength.
Oh, the ego on this
But
girl.
I won't leave my jewel of a city. Oh, no. No matter who calls.
Because here
Now,
you're a queen,
there
outside
was
you're
another
nothing.
thing. So yes, the arrangement. As I said, the court have sent me a new helper. A gangrel, calling herself Nyx. This is one of that little homunculus's japes, I'm sure of it. A gangrel, to fetch my food.
And this is a problem?
Her attempts have been little better than roadkill. She needs to be educated.
Yeah,
Be a
Gregor,
dear
JK.
and have a chat with her, would you?
The one that has like 4
Set
stages
her
and
on
turns
the
into a
right
wolf.
path.
It's the boss that I've never beat. And Transcend is at that same boss.
What more can you tell me about this
It's
Nyx?
gnarly.
I tune out most of her babble, but it is incessant. Despite my best efforts, I can tell you that never mind.
Count Gregor,
was better
yeah.
than rumors. Huh. And that the
Count
Idaho
Grenner, I
steelheads
think,
are
something like
having a
that,
good
yeah.
season. And that the gourmet coffee down the street smells over extracted.
Ever extracted.
But as for what I know about her, very little. She irritates me.
I understand that Ventru tastes vary. What is your preference?
These days, I am particularly partial to the mourners. Those who are not too enervated, either in lust or anger. I find melancholia calms my dreams. It goes without saying that they should be for money. Like fine wine, the older the bloodline, the better. But flavor aside, they must look the part. How would I explain some piercing-ridden, tattoo-covered strumpet to the front desk? This is the Glacier Hotel. I have a reputation to uphold.
I'm sure you do, my dear.
Where will I find the gangrel?
If she's at her post, you'll find her in the foyer. If not, follow the smell of wet dog. Now, run along, dear. I'll see you again before you know it.
Alright, back
I
downstairs to
didn't
meet
send the
Nyx.
gangrel down in the foyer, but let's take a look.
What? We totally walked right by her, noob. And we talked to her like 10 minutes ago. It's one of those lines of dialogue that was written before they thought about decisions that could be changed. It's crossplay Transcend, so everybody should be able to help no matter where they're at. Yeah, so if JK's got a bunch of characters, there you go. Awesome.
Looks like I'm not getting rid of you anytime soon, am I?
Okay.
Pleasure as always, Onda.
Is that not Nyx?
What can I do for you, Sheriff?
No, that's Onda. My bad.
I will speak to you again.
I thought we had met her, so never mind. My line of dialogue comment is out of line because that's not who I'm supposed to meet. Somewhere in the foyer.
Hey!
There we are.
Well, if it isn't the sheriff, the nomad, right? You've got a big reputation, but damn if you aren't a little thing.
So, a gangrel working in the heart of a city.
I still don't understand what a
It is rare to
gangrel
see a
is. I
free
probably should check the
spirit walking
codex.
within a prince's shadow. There's a reason you seek the approval of the court.
Calm down, Sherlock. There's no mystery to solve here. I'm just a girl trying to find her place in a new home.
They tell me you have a problem.
It's simple. Or it should be. I'm supposed to catch mortals and bring it back to Lou, right? Fresh blood delivered to your door. But Lou won't eat anything I bring back. Picky brat. I can only stomach the moneyed and the mournful. What the fuck does that even mean? They all taste the same to me, like chicken nuggets on legs. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh? Stick them on a spoon and say, here comes the airplane?
We should deal with the task at hand. What do you need?
Ugh, I'll take anything. I just need you to find me some blood donors Lou won't turn her damn nose up at. Grab me something with their scent. I don't know, a glove, a wallet, a used tissue, anything. Then I'll do the dirty work.
Hector says gangrels are vampires who exhibit beast traits. They can change into wolves and tend to live away from other vampires. Interesting. Does the codex, because we just got a whole bunch of stuff. Aha! Clan Gangrel. Clan Gangrel are among the most hardy of the vampire world. Known as wanderers and strays by other kindred, they are unmatched in their ability to not only survive, but thrive in the wild. They can be extremely territorial and often do not seek affiliation with the court. For this and their animalistic attitude, they are considered by most as outcasts. The Clan of the Beast seek to embrace those that show promise in survival and adaptability. The clan often encourage infighting to establish dominance within the ranks. The rivalry provides space for the Beast to flourish, but the gang will care not for appearances and instead celebrate success through action. They're able to shapeshift. Interesting. Cool beans, man.
Find suitable mortals and bring back something with their scent. Well, the suitable part, now that's the kicker. The Ventru do make mealtime difficult, don't they?
Man, I don't see any in the immediate vicinity.
What was it Nick said? Moneyed and mournful? Just need something with the scent.
Oh, there's one over there, I think, maybe.
I'm not sure if we were supposed to meet up or something, but this is a bad time right now.
Perhaps I shall meet you again. Or one of my associates will.
Look, I don't want any of whatever you're on. Thanks.
That's a first course. But Lou is particular. Wouldn't hurt to provide a few more options.
You're not purple. Oh, there's one over there.
Fucking cops think they own the place.
He's missing a voiceover and his hair texture is fucked up.
I am charmed. Captivated
I found a
by
bug!
you.
Quick, we gotta go make a Reddit post, everybody. This game is garbage. This game is trash.
I got some party favors we can take too.
I actually don't want to feed on
Got
him.
anywhere in mind?
He was not what I was supposed to. Oh, that wasn't because he wasn't purple.
Where's the party at then?
Oh, he's not purple. I mistook his color. He's the magenta dude.
So, your place or mine?
I'll take it. Never throw away food that's been offered. I need purple, not magenta. Hello? Oh, it's the same people who complain about every video game, Heinrich. It's the smooth brain trolls from Reddit. They can't think for themselves, and some YouTuber somewhere told them that they're supposed to hate this game because it's not as good as the first game and it doesn't do the things that they wanted it to do, and they wanted the game company to do something else, and oh my god, it's just such a horrible game, so we're gonna hate on it
Is
because we
something
don't
wrong?
actually play it, we just
What do you
think that
want?
it's stupid and the developers don't deserve
know
to
someone
like
who
make
would
games,
love to
and
meet
they
you.
should be thrown out of the
I
video
shall
game
arrange
development
an
industry,
introduction.
and they didn't cater to my
What is
every
it?
need, and they didn't get
I
down on
swear,
their knees
I
and
don't have
suck my dick
anything,
because
and
I'm an incel who never leaves my
my
mom's basement, and
strong
because
and
they didn't
tall
do that, I'm gonna
boyfriend
hate
is
the
meeting
game.
me here in a minute.
That's 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 exactly what's going on,
Rush
Heinrich.
hour's covered. Let's look around.
It's just angry incels who have no love in their lives, and so they're lashing out at everyone and everything that's having more fun than they are. So if you're liking this game, you're a paid shill, it's hot garbage, it's slop, it's all the same shit we've seen for every game out there. Yeah, it's a bunch of snowflakes. Yep. People who are really, really, really upset with their normal lives, and so they lash out at video games because it's the only place they have an outlet. No one will accept them in the real world. They don't have any social status. They don't have any social skills. So they come on YouTube or in chat and they try to just piss at everybody else's Cheerios. It's a very sad existence. Meanwhile, the rest of us are out here playing games and having fun because that's what you do with video games. You play them and you have fun. Oh, something just happened.
Well, well, well.
I don't know what that was. Bound to Seattle. Not only has the mark weakened the Nomad, but any attempt to leave causes a pain so intense that nearly pushes the Elder to re-enter torpor. Until the Nomad and detective discover the source of the mark and a method of removing it, they are bound to see. Oh, so I reached the edges of the city right there. Interesting. Alright, we need to find one more purple victim. There's one. No, that's magenta.
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
Also, my grandniece just woke up, so I'm going to have to go say good morning to her here in a minute. I need one more mournful victim. Melancholic. I am everywhere. As I mention about every 15 minutes, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok every single morning at around the same time. We start at 4:30 a.m. Central. This is the day job. We stream for about 4 to 5 hours in the morning, and then we stream again. I've never seen a yellow one before. And then we do a second stream in the afternoon as well. This is the day job. I play a lot of games. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so you got to make sure you follow over there as well. Oh, I lost a target by doing that. Oh, because... Hang on, they were not purple. But I had 2 of 3, and now I only have 1 of 3. So they had the mark. Oh, wait, yellow. I wonder if it's because I'd already tagged them. I just learned something important. Alright, we're gonna just hunker here for a minute. I think it was gold because I'd already tagged them. Maybe. There's a purple one. I see you. I see you.
Look, I'm having a bad night. One professional to another. Mind leaving me alone?
I know someone who would love to meet you. I shall arrange an introduction.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Assassin's
Maybe
Creed
not
Odyssey is a
tonight, though.
great game.
Thanks.
Got a couple playthroughs in that. I just love the Greek mythology. Magenta, magenta. No purple anyway. Oh, are you purple? You are purple. Come here. Hello there.
What is it? Did I miss a meeting or something?
I am quite pleased that our paths have crossed. You are unique.
Whatever. I just want to get some sleep before my morning stand-up.
That is our feast found, I reckon. I'd say the doing's done. Best hightail it back to Nyx. Let her catch the scents before they fade.
And then I am going to go say good morning to my great niece because she is awake.
Oh no.
How to get home.
Yo, you done yet?
I'm done, bitch.
Hey, so how'd it go?
I have done what you could not. Here are the items.
Ugh, hey, I get it. I'm lower than scum to you. Holy shit! So that's what she was talking about? Can you smell that? Those things Lou was saying, moneyed and mournful? This is what it smells like? Ah! Oh my god, thank you. I mean it. Starting off on the right foot round here means more to me than you know.
I trust you will be able to handle this yourself in future. I have better things to do.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for the assistance, officer.
There's
Enjoy
nothing
your
worse than a
night.
lazy person who wants other people to do their work for them. Also, somebody who is
We
such
should get
a
next
smooth
time.
brain that they
If Lou
can't
isn't
figure out
satisfied, we'll be
how to
sure
do
to hear
things. Or they're unwilling to learn.
Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Back to the Haven.
I need a raise. I deserve one.
Interesting how the Haven's not marked on the map. I don't get like a tracking waypoint like you do with the other stuff. I wonder if that's a bug. Possibly.
I need a raise. I deserve one.
Cold time. I don't even. What?
Up, up, up we go. Oh, that's new. Or I just missed it the first time.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated.
That's right.
Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence.
Social lubrication. Right back. All right. They have been greeted for the morning. Great niece is washing her teeth, brushing her teeth, not washing her teeth, brushing her teeth. Chris is drinking coffee.
I mean what I say. There are kindred to be respected here.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some.
Huh.
I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
I find that she is a pleasant diversion. She digs up my older memories.
Hey, if it floats the USS Fire, then I won't pass comment, but some memories are maybe best kept buried.
Indeed. Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
What do you know of Lou's illness?
The beckoning I've heard rumors of, but nothing more than what she said. Though I'd a notion it was for folks much older than herself. But this does put meat on the bones of a mighty mystery. Why did Her Highness take a step back? I never did understand it. A prince giving power away? The rarest of things. Maybe this is the cause.
I know a bit more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
I have met others like her in the past, capable of greatness should they desire it.
Maybe if the court wasn't looking to wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
It is good to discuss these things, but it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
I have a feeling that's not going to happen. You know we're going to have nightmares. Once again.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop.
So this is
And let
so
me
we're
tell
having another
you,
flashback with
this one
Fabian.
was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Okay. Now, settle down.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. Calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
I like the Fabian parts of the game a lot, man. So yeah, these are the types of idiocracies we have to deal with. This guy just left a comment over on my early thoughts video. This dude never actually plays a game in any video I've seen. He just talks a bunch of nothing. What the fuck? That's Pan Am 933. That's what I'm saying. These people, none of them have actual usernames. All the trolls are literally just a bunch of numbers. Like, there's 10,000 videos almost on my YouTube channel. I've been doing this full time for almost 4 years. I stream live every single day for 8 hours, and I've got this dipshit who says, I've never actually seen this guy play a video game. He just talks. Tell us you're mentally slow without telling us you're mentally slow. The Cross of St. James. I'd seen it before at the 2020s of Pandora's Death, but also back in the old days, each time at a murder scene. What's up? Acasti? Ok, no puedo hablar. Está aquí. ¿Qué quiere ver?
Now this was familiar.
Use Spirit's Touch to gain insights from objects and bodies.
Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill? I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Details on the Fallout 76 deep dive are over on YouTube in the video. I would suggest y'all check it out. I also did an announcement video yesterday for the upcoming Elder Scrolls Online deep dive, and the schedule every single month is published at the beginning of the month, talking about the games I'm going to be playing for that month. So usually in the first week of the month. So the October video is live right now on YouTube. The November video will be live in a couple of weeks. We will also be doing an overall view of November, December, January soon, the quarterly video. Check those videos out at your leisure for all the answers.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets. Now listen, I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh. Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then? How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so. Good quality paper, but I see a few marks. The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel. The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but is still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in. Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer. No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse.
Yeah, but this keeps coming back to the
Many
Rebar
thanks,
Killer, I
gracious
think.
letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated. Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork. Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too. See if any old bones fall out. Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy? Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum. Of course.
Good talk, Mr. Letter.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood.
The best part about noir stories is they have a very specific...
I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona?
So that's where, when we did the previous flashback, we were left with the discussion about the potential of a hunter out there hunting vampires. And this, we're obviously in his time again, and he's thinking back to, oh, that's right, we did find information about that guy. He was a hunter called Santiago. So this is one of the best parts. I was saying this in the middle of that dialogue. One of the things I love about noir stories is they always have a very specific type of dialogue and patterning. I really loved when Star Trek The Next Generation did the noir stories where Patrick Stewart would go back in the holosuite and play the detective. I can't remember how many they did where he would slip back into the role of his favorite beat detective. It's always
the folks
good
would
stuff.
have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Select a lead to investigate from...
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her Seattle.
Interrogation room.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter.
All the sweeter.
From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls.
Whew.
Being honest, it's kind
Nothing
of
like
a
a
blur,
good sneeze.
but if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know.
Whew.
Oh, God. I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
The same friends who watched your purse?
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who let a stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Well, all right. Fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Alright, select another lead to investigate.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the criminals, of course.
Check the police records. Detective Fabian. That's right. How do I find... Oh, I got the Sniffles locker rooms. Dude, they've stuck me down here in the gym. Jesus. That's sad. Holding and processing, no. I'm looking for records. Records. Storage. Captain Muldoon. Where the hell is records? Aha!
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
So it's obviously... I can't click on any of these though.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums.
I can't use it at the moment. How do I... I wonder if I need to talk to him to open it up. I cannot talk to him. So that's definitely acting like it's something I can interact with, but I can't actually interact with it. And my ability is on cooldown, so I don't know that I can... Excuse me, I got the sniffles, man. I'm not sure what I could do here because I can't actually click on that. So I may need to have one of my abilities cleared off of cooldown to be able to access that box. Or maybe I have to wait later. Because I won't be able to do anything with him because he won't talk to me. Okay, well, we'll check something else.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find...
Alright, where's the exit?
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Watch your step.
Hello? Sinners welcome. Well, you gotta make sure Jesus didn't die for nothing.
Huh. Someone must have smuggled this in.
Hey, I'm getting Cyberpunk 2077 flashbacks.
No show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting.
Yeah, I'm not a gumshoe, I'm a fang shoe.
Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar. The white one and the red.
The white one and the red. Can I talk to her? No.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
Something like that.
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah, this turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash.
There we
Get
go.
it?
I get it. I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It'd better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
I don't know that there's any other leads around here. Perhaps up the stairs. Who are you?
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend, you know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
I've hit a wall. Yeah, I answered earlier, C-Nice. I have seen the Cyberpunk show. Yep. I can't remember which one of these abilities is the one. I have to go check the icons.
I figured I needed my strength for other things. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I didn't see the point in confusing things.
Alright, so he basically has just told me to get fucked. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Alright, select a lead. Blood resonant event. I don't
Seattle
care.
PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
Alright, need to bail and head to the next place. Ooh, an arcade. What does it say? Sushi Smash? Oh my goodness. Where the hell's the exit for this place, man?
Snow is gonna ruin my shoes.
His way of getting around is super interesting because it's like fast forward. Everybody's voices gets all high pitched.
Jesus, it's... Some change? Anyone?
think we're just gonna sit here and vibe for a minute. Where are my glow sticks?
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions? SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Get what you need, I have people to serve here.
I want to check out the pool table. You know, for evidence.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, detective.
Jesus. The funniest part about Fabian's sequences is when he talks to the inanimate objects and comes up with voices for them.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
History?
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt, fresh concrete.
Fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
We spelled malt
I've got
earlier
it.
on that letter.
This is the same stale ale I got from the letter.
Yeah.
The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh,
Rebar.
darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch
of steel and plastic.
Rebar.
And the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Weston reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. Someone had a good night, unless they were playing hearts.
A little bit of a Sisters vibe here. Not quite the same voice, but... Man, I might have to come back to this place. What else is next?
I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construct. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd.
Do 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 do. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Hello?
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't
Fair
know
enough.
much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment.
Okay.
Neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle.
Oh, wow.
I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
I love her choice
I'm
of
sorry to
dialogue.
hear
We
that.
are often
They
afflicted
tell
with
me you can get
inebriates.
a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
Feed the
May you
egress.
find joy in it, sir.
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would.
Take a moment. Just take a breath. A change.
Shelby, have you a moment before the rapture comes?
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabian?
No.
Oh, I have a thirst. And I wouldn't want to ascend with a dry mouth.
Bliss can never be denied.
So I find victims that are friendly with me and
That is just what I need.
that I can tap up, top up my
I have work to do before
detective
the end.
abilities.
Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective.
Miracle if I don't freeze to death.
Matter of fact,
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was.
let's go back to the police
The end
precinct
is nigh.
because I have my inanimate object ability back, and I might be able to investigate. I know, Deeks, I'm a sucker for fun games. I'm a sucker for playing video games. I'm a sucker for this vampire guy. I'm a sucker. I also like a good sucker. Big fan of chocolate suckers.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold.
Wait, did you see that? It
The
said,
only thing
"There
about
got
the
anything on
D-Bar
DB
killer-
Cooper?" Oh my
As a
god!
detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news
Indeed,
side
Hector.
notes,
I've got my teeth
buckets
into
and
this game.
warrants,
Or better, this
all
teeth has got
marked for
its.
your
This
man.
game has got its teeth
All
in me.
in
It's
1925.
sucking
There's
all
a
the
case file
time out of me.
that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging.
5
no one
weeks.
ever found the heads. Huh.
Huh.
Any word on DB Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says,
That's a
Cooper's
bloody good
true
joke.
objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base.
I've never heard of the Ghost Fairy one. That must be something local to Seattle. DB Cooper I've heard of.
Travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. I should get to it.
Come
All
back
right.
when you can. I always need a good sorting.
All right. That's that lead.
I
Might as
headed
well,
down to the
let's check the construction site.
I need to find a better spot. What I'd give for a bed.
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about.
I need to find a better spot.
Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower.
Photo of Verona. Creased and slightly damaged.
So our stalker had a picture of Verona.
He's also got a poster.
Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
Round.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find... I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
All right. I wish it wouldn't cancel the dialogue when you're in the middle of like just picking the POI and then it just cancels the dialogue. It seems like a weird creative decision. Don't you want to sparkle with me?
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul, and said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
Hopefully I muted all of that. I sometimes forget to mute them over here.
I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth.
Forget Sniffles. It's always good times. Keep getting turned around in this dive. And you get some sparkles, and you get some sparkles, and you get some sparkles. We're all gonna be sparkly vampires in Washington. Yay! The worst part about that franchise is that some of the lore is actually really good, but the books, they're so poor. I mean, it's literally they're written for teenage girls, and it sucks because the world building is actually really interesting. Strip the bullshit love triangle stuff out of it and all the teenage angst and oh, his lips, his chest, blah. Like the lore that was created for the vampire clans and the history, like the werewolves and all that stuff was really super interesting. But God, I did read that series and it was really hard to get through. The films, I mean, they're not the worst films I've ever seen.
And I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable.
But they're also just, I mean, pros and cons, like good parts, bad parts.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time.
So have I. Most of them have been pretty attractive.
I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you. I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. Then when they were all the rage again. Mortals are fickle. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes.
Excuse me.
That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress.
I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year,
Renting a moment of
deposited
happiness.
in
That's a
purchases.
good way to put it.
An air of desperation.
Hope the Christmas trade picks up.
Have a good night, my friend.
It is silver, slightly scratched, and with the shine worn off, and smells faintly of patchouli oil, of which I have some. I do use patchouli oil, not all the time, but I've loved patchouli for a very long time. I am indeed one of those rare freaks. There are 2 letters engraved on the back. Beside are 2 pictures of the same girl, dark-haired, aged maybe 10 years old. She does not look cheerful. Given to me by Nico at Aurora Pawn in exchange for a pawn ticket.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
JK says that was not the walkover I thought it would be. Transcend says, yes, we did it. JK is a legend. Nice, you guys got past that. I have heard that once you get past that fight, the game goes back to being like normally challenging, like normal mode. So I'm glad you got past it. Now you can get back to enjoying the real game. They're gonna have to fix that kind of shit though for like the launch version of the game. Like they gotta get the balancing worked out for the normal mode. Like hardcore mode, it's fine to have that kind of stuff, but I've had 2 separate occasions where I've hit that boss and just brick walled and been like, no, I'm gonna go do other things. Like it's an early access title. I'm not gonna stress about it. But it's definitely like a ramp up and challenge.
You found something, right?
Just laying on the floor
Avenues,
watching.
Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did.
Told him where to stick it.
The Dutchman
Stick
didn't
it
strike
real
me as your
good.
kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know.
I do know.
I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
I'm trying to catch a killer here. Bear it in mind and throw me a bone.
So do you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge a rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinny. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no,
No.
we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinny, this
Kevin Bacon.
Heck, I don't know.
That was a good
We
joke.
haven't talked in half a year.
That was a
Last
good
I
joke.
heard, she was working at Atrium.
That was a really
That's
good
why I
joke.
never go there.
The Kevin Bacon
see.
thing.
Maybe
That was a
messenger
really
didn't have a
good
name
joke.
for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that.
That was a really good joke. I. Oh, the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I cannot believe they threw that in there as a little just an inside joke. That's hilarious, man. Oh, that was good. Current generation's not going to know anything about that.
This'll get complicated. A visit to the atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late.
Get to the atrium.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister, Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself. As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
You know, I just realized why the waypoints weren't working yesterday. So I thought you could just set waypoints anywhere you want, but you are not allowed to do that. You can only set a waypoint on a exclamation mark.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium.
Ah, okay. Got some texture popping right there, I just noticed. Let's go report to the boss really quick.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What is it this time? Ah, Fabian. Well,
I need to...
he's out.
Oops.
What do you need?
Benny said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
Tell him Santiago is in town.
Santiago. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Santiago, a pair of St. James's swords, keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't
Yes, ma'am.
ignore this, Miss Joy. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly, then. I'll be off.
I see.
All right.
As soon as I heard Ver...
Back down we go. I just hear my grannies running down the hallway going, "Coffee! Coffee!" Alright, hold that thought. I'll be right back.
I need to get in here? Official business?
Private party. No exceptions.
Private
If
party,
you're not on
noob.
the list, my hands are tied.
Tell Miss Moore it's me.
No.
You sound like a guy who got decaf instead of a double shot.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Got the whole album in the can, actually. No bust-ups, no dramas, just laying down some real smooth licks, you know?
I didn't realize you played... Oh. I'm sorry, sir. I've made a mistake. I don't believe you're on our list for tonight.
Ah. Well, I never wanted to go to your party anyway.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Thank you, citizen. Always good to know the public are behind me. Might I go in?
Of course. Enjoy your evening, Senator.
Oh, I intend to.
Uh-oh. The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the residence.
I still haven't been able to be in here as the Nomad either.
Detective, it is fascinating to see you here. Particularly as this is a private event, and I know you weren't on the list.
Do you know Ravenna? I think she's one of your, followers.
I have so many followers. Over 2 million when I last checked.
I just want to find Ravenna. Word is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her. And not you.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
There is a killer on the loose, Miss Moore. I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin, I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
How do I get to the Veep section? Oh, they cleared it. There was dancers here before. Oh, that's not good. Already blood on the ground. Maybe that wasn't blood. Maybe that was a beer keg.
What was this? Broken glass, not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff.
Ruh-roh.
And I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, mortal fear. Ravenna? Maybe. I should get on the trail. Too late.
God damn it. Too late.
And another metal cross. Color me unsurprised.
Unfortunately, I don't have what I need to unlock the case.
I didn't see the point. I figured I needed my strength for other things.
Yeah, I need, like, the inanimate object power, and I don't have any juice for it right now. But I do now. Thank you for giving me that right outside the room.
I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure. Though it'd be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because
That's
it
right.
makes conversing a
I'm
lot
going
easier.
clubbing at
Let's see now.
6:45 in the morning.
Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out.
It's not the healthiest of pastimes.
You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. Just like the others. A death for kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now... cooling rapidly.
You're still warm, and the blood isn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he,
Interesting.
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
So who were you really, Ravenna? Other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, Detective. I'm mortal, sure. But I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me and Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the kindred direct?
That's a good
How
question,
is he
yeah.
here now, 100 years after his first kills?
Also a good question.
I don't know.
If he's human.
But you'll catch it for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all.
Unless it's a family of
My sister
hunters
will be happy
passed
to know
down.
at
So are we going to get some supernatural crossover here? A family of hunters passing
Please
it
do,
down to the
Detective.
generations.
My sister will be happy.
Oh,
at
see, we're
least.
flashing back to the original.
Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Nice.
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are two princes in this city, and you will
Yeah,
give them
JK, when you
both
use when you use his detective ability on inanimate objects, if it's a corpse,
ensure
you
your
get like
own
a
survival.
it's a recreation in his
understand me?
mind of the person. But he'll also use it on, like, it's the funniest part about Fabian, like when he uses it on like a filing cabinet or a pool table or like a letter, he'll make up a voice so the object is like talking to him. Like, oh, detective, what are you here for today? It's really amusing to me the way it plays out. You mentioned your sister.
Sure, but, what was that about your sister?
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
Yeah, that's a pressure point for me too, Deeks. It's one of the things I really dislike about Path of Exile 2 is how the maps are only open for a certain amount of time. So I very much feel like you're not allowed to like stop. It's not a game, and I mentioned that I think the very first session I played when I did my early thoughts video, and I was like, I feel like this is a game where it's like it's really difficult for me because I have to step away a lot because I have my grandniece, I've got Chris, we've got the animals. Because like if I have to like step away and I need to like go back to town for a safe point or something, and I think you can pause the game and keep the map open that way. But sometimes I don't remember to pause, and like I don't know, there's some wonkiness. I'm not a fan of like maps that continually respawn. It's like an MMO type thing, even though it's not an MMO. I don't know. It's one of the pressure points for me as well. Waypoints, not checkpoints, but the waypoints will allow you to get back. Yes, but the map will reset is the problem. Then you'll have to clear your way back again, which is that's annoying for me personally.
Good evening, my other prince.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
All right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the grind thing too. So it's like I said, I do enjoy the things I have played so far. I enjoy. There's aspects of Path of Exile 2 I enjoy, but there's a lot of balancing they still have left to do before the game hits 1.0. I just hope they take the time to actually iron out the kinks and spend. I wouldn't have a problem if they spend another 2 years in early access. It's not like they need to rush. They've got plenty of money. What they really need is an easy mode, a normal mode, and a hard mode. That's the simplest thing they need to do. They need to do what Last Epoch does, what Diablo does, what all the other ARPGs do. Give us an easy mode, a normal mode, and a hard mode, and then just adjust. Like that's the easiest thing to do, but I don't think they're ever going to do that. And it's going to be a struggle bus for people like me who enjoy a little bit of challenge, but I don't want to be penalized for missing like that Gregor fight, whatever is just every single time I've hit that fight, it's been a brick wall and I've been like, hey, I was having a great time 15, 20 hours into the game and then hit that brick wall and I'm like, I'm not going to play. I'm going to go do something else. And then I'll come back and try a different class, level it up, get to that brick wall and be like, yeah, I'm going to go play something else. They haven't fixed that yet. Yeah, I'm having a great time with Titan Quest 2. Like, really, really, really good game. Last Epoch, really, really, really good game. For sure. Yep. Having an easy mode would get way more people to play that game. Because right now they're only catering to the existing hardcore ARPG fans from Path of Exile 1. So they're going to have a struggle bus to get normal people to play their game. Which, when you're wanting to expand your company and your fan base, you have to cater to other people. Like, you have to get as many people playing as possible. Correct. I'm 100% on the same page as you, Transcend. It's trying way too hard to be the Dark Souls version of an action RPG, like the Dark Souls version of Diablo. No Rest for the Wicked. Is that the other one that does it as well? Um, I'm sorry, if you bought this game and refunded it because you didn't like the game, that oh wow. I don't know how some people graduated from grade school.
So, might I ask about the Carstairs matter Miss Graham mentioned?
A joint enterprise which my sister and I are considering. Nothing that should concern you. It is always wise to plan for the long term.
Well, I suppose in your case, the very, very long term.
Indeed.
What are we celebrating again?
Really, I am starting to wonder why Malkavians are permitted at our court. It is New Year, and a gathering at this time is considered traditional.
Of course. Surprised you still celebrate, though, given how many you've seen.
We like to keep up with the times.
You don't like my sire?
Gideon has his uses. You are yet to prove yours.
Well, if there's a crime committed, I'm your man. To solve it, I mean. Not to cause it.
The sheriff has a modicum of faith in you. I honestly can't think why.
I think it's probably AI trolls, Gray. I really do, considering most of them are random number usernames. Like, anybody who's a real person tends to customize their YouTube or their TikTok or their Instagram or their Facebook. What do you know what I mean? Normal users customize their username. They don't just leave it as a bunch of numbers. So it's either trolls creating throwaway accounts or it's just AI accounts that are programmed by some dipshit to make stupid comments. Or in some case, yeah, it's just kids.
So, you two are sisters, but very different sisters.
Sisters in blood, detective. Not sisters in mortal terms. Has your sire told you nothing?
Right, Hector. So that commentary right there, fuck the noobs, get good. Exactly. So the PAX Day videos I've only done 2 of them, but PAX Day is very much of that. So the vast majority of users on those videos are on the same page, right? Same page as I am. The only people who have said anything positive about the game, the only ones are the get good noob or fuck off. Those players are the only people celebrating PAX Day. The only ones. Get good, noob, or get the fuck out. Like, they're the only, and I'm like, that's why the game has nobody playing it. And that's why it's going to close down in the next 6 months. I don't see that game making it past the 6-month mark. I will be genuinely surprised if PAX Day makes it past 6 months. I think it's going to fold. I think they're going to shut their doors 6 months after launch. And they're going to be like, sorry, we couldn't make it work. We're closing down the game. Servers will be up for the rest of 2026, and then they're offline and sunset. I don't see that game going anywhere. Now, Grinding Gears has a big enough audience with Path of Exile 1 that they can probably float, only having that hardcore audience for the second game. But they're not going to establish any new fans if they don't expand and adapt and evolve the franchise in exciting new directions. A good example would be Elden Ring. Dark Souls obviously had a formula that worked. But Elden Ring relaxed the strings and made it more accessible to the average person. Still not accessible to everybody because I still have no desire to play Elden Ring. But it did relax the Dark Souls format enough that Elden Ring became a more widely accepted and much more popular game than the previous titles that they had worked on because they evolved that mechanic, that gameplay style. Because otherwise those companies end up folding. If you can't expand your player base, like, you don't go anywhere.
Gideon is not the most direct of teachers. He
Yeah,
likes
growing
me
your customer
to
base is a
pursue
good
my own
thing.
inquiries.
You are on thin ice, Malkavian, as is your sire.
Might I ask how you became prince? Or should I say, one of two princes?
You can ask. It is a simple matter. The attack on our dear sire all those years ago left us leaderless. Lou and I thought it best to combine our talents.
Sounds like it might have involved knives and ultimatums, am I right?
I am never certain whether you're being sarcastic or direct.
Oh, direct. Definitely direct.
Lou Graham is adroit in certain spheres. I'd like to think my influence is in others. We complement each other well.
No, that's exactly the point
Our
I was making,
partnership has
Transcend.
seen this city
Elden
successful
Rings
through
is
30
leaps and
years
bounds easier
and
than the
more.
Dark Souls games.
Now, if you'll excuse
And
me,
that's
I've
why
had enough of your fumbling tongue.
Elden Ring became a, massive success. The
I
other
wish
games
good
were
evening to
successful,
you,
but Elden
Detective.
Ring was way more
If, of course,
successful
you survive it.
and more accessible, and that was the point, was they made it, even though it still
I
is a
needed to catch up
hardcore
with
game,
everyone before I face the music.
it still is just leaps and bounds ahead of its predecessors. Lou Ross is said to be the Lord Area too late. Wonder who compiled this. Anyway, historical record of the Elder known as the Nomad.
Sheriff, good to see you. Enjoying the party?
Yeah, having a whale of a time. You just missed me doing the Charleston. Listen up. Court soirees ain't about cake and cookies. Everyone has a role to play, a foothold to gain or a score to settle. But you and me, it's our job to stop trouble before it happens. No one's above that, no matter who they are. Got it? So, do a few rounds, bump gums, get to know 'em all a little better. Forewarned is forearmed. You never know who you'll face tomorrow.
So, another year, huh?
What do I care? What am I gonna do, huh? Find a pretty dame to kiss at midnight? Make a resolution to drink less and go to church? Counting off the years when you're immortal. What's the point? It's just a number.
Anything I should know?
Yeah, I got something. The cigarette girl killer. I knew the whole Cross and Rebar thing was familiar. Now don't go spreading this around. We don't want to start a panic. But doesn't this sound to you like the work of Santiago?
Absolutely.
Ah, come on, Fabian. He hit the mortal front pages down in Frisco. Serial killer? Or hunter, depending on where you stand? Ask Isaac, the Nosferatu. He'll fill you in.
Who are these people? What are their lines? Who should I suck up to? Who should I avoid? What makes them all tick?
Hey, bloodsuckers are bloodsuckers. But we all share a secret, so we stick together. Lou calls it a family. The sisters and all their messed up cousins. And it's a family business. The court runs on money as much as blood. Mortals will pay a pretty penny for any vice, and more if it's outlawed. Fletcher runs the booze. Under Lou's wing, he's got free reign. Your old man Gideon handles the gambling. And Lou herself's been the Madam of Seattle for decades. Rosalind's the schemer. She's got Isaac, who has an ear in every alleyway. And she took in the Tremere girl to keep one foot in the arcane and one in the latest
Actors in the game.
And you just make sure it all goes off without mortals catching on. Both the princes thought Gideon had it right, getting someone in the PD.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Eyes open, head down, all right?
He said talk to Isaac.
Well, well, if it isn't our very own investigator. I suppose they'd call you a dick, but you're hardly private. Am I right?
Good evening to you, Fletcher. Swell to see you here.
You're in an expansive mood, Detective? I hope you haven't eaten. There'll be some rather keen party favors along shortly. Excellent vintage.
How's business? I hear the chink of coins and the clink of bottles.
You know, Prohibition's been a boon, an absolute boon. Mortals crave nothing more than forbidden fruit. Rosalind and Lou take their cut, of course, but the coffers are swelling. It's hardly a chore to pay that tax. We have a few rivals to put down. Easily dealt with. People know we have capable hands at the wheel.
The sisters, the princes, they make quite the impression.
Oh, don't they just? Power,
Speaking of
old
Dune,
sport, is a heady pheromone.
I haven't gone
It
and
makes
paid
the
my taxes.
delightful,
I was supposed to do
delectable,
that yesterday.
And the harlot wholesome. It's a good look for the city. You can't buy charisma, nor even rent it for a night.
Get that update going right now, because I'll need to log in and check.
This is quite the shindig. Very intimate.
Our royals wanted to keep the guest list exclusive. The deserving and the delicious, as it were. Of course, sometimes we have to make exceptions. Soothsayers, sorcerers, and sleuths. They're
Yeah, New
useful,
World
to
is
be
great.
Sure, but they lower the tone. Don't you agree? Oh, do forgive me. I completely forgot who I was talking to for a moment there. What must you think of me?
Capable hands? There's a history then.
You must know it, Detective. You lived here before you died, after all. The fire, the city's death and rebirth. I admire someone who has the guts to take direct action, don't you? I'm sure Hector will fill you in. Every lawman should know their city. Just so long as you overlook any whiskey barrels you find in dark places. I'll leave you to it. Have a drink, Detective. Let your hair down.
Alright, I gotta figure out who Isaac is. That's my boss. Or my sire, sorry.
Good evening to you both.
How are you finding the party, my boy? They haven't kicked you out? Which I guess is a good sign.
You know Sophia, of course.
Oh, she
We've
looks
not actually
completely
met.
different
I
here.
don't want to intrude.
Oh, please do. Fabian, right? You sent Gideon the puzzle? You are just as I imagined. He has told me so much. I mean, not that we talk behind your back or anything. Well, we do. But it's all good things.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. That puzzle you sent, an excellent recommendation.
I passed an entire night on it. Absolutely devilish.
Wasn't it just? It was id as a two-letter word that baffled me.
Yes, completely threw off my cipher. If you find any more like that, you must let me know.
What are you working on, Sophia?
I just like to keep my head down. Try and be useful where I can.
Don't be so modest. Oh, you must tell Fabian about the wireless.
The wireless, yes. Imagine, we listened to an orchestra concert.
All the way from New York. Sophia has built a set from parts. Oh, it sounds like scratching in a box to me, but...
The potential to communicate instantly between cities, not shackled to the telegraph.
But then the risk. One mortal with a little equipment in their garage and our secrets are blasting out across the ether.
Well, that's the most alarming thing I've heard in a long time.
Exactly. Completely terrifying.
Is there anything I should, be aware of?
Actually, now you mention it, yes. A little morsel for you. Our friend Hector. I noticed some tension around the way he's holding his jaw. He's hiding something. A little push, and I could read enough to tell it was about a girl. I've never known him to spend time on romance. Interesting, don't you
Well,
think?
I should do the rounds.
A pleasure.
Yes, of course, of course.
I still gotta find this Isaac character. Ah, I think you're him.
Evening. You're Isaac, right? Pleasant night.
Oh, am I in your place? My apologies, please. Pardon me.
No, not at all. It was you I wanted to talk to.
Why?
I don't think we've ever met, though I've heard of you.
I know who you are. The detective. Malkavian bloodlines sired by Gideon Hall. A dog who will never let go of a bone.
That's right.
They call you only Fabian, but your full name is...
Whoa there! Let a man keep a little of his mystique, won't you?
Very well. You are Fabian, and I am Isaac.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I don't even think I'm gonna do that, Jay. Deal. I think I'm gonna I think what I'm gonna do today when I log in is I'm literally just going to I'm gonna fully repair my ornithopter. I'm gonna fully repair my gear. I'm gonna make sure that I have welding wire on hand and a liter jon of water and a harvesting sickle and all my stuff. And then I'm just going to put my bike in the handheld. I'm going to hop in my ornithopter and I'm going to fly to Arakeen and just park my character and forget about it. Because I don't need any of the building structures or anything to just go play the game. And I'm honestly tired of... Yeah, I'm like every other player out there. I love the game, but I'm tired of logging in every 2 weeks to have to like do maintenance. I just don't want to be bothered. I have way too many other games like this to play. And I have so many other things that I could be doing with my time. Like, I think every other player is in the same boat. Either you build a storage facility, but then you still have to log in every 2 to 3 weeks to update it with basic fuel cells. I don't want to have to log in every 2 to 3 weeks just to, play for 30 minutes to put batteries in something? That's busy work. That's not actual gameplay, and it's boring as fuck. Like, I love Dune Awakening. That part of the game I do not find fun. And I figure if all of my gear is repaired, if my ornithopter is repaired, and I have my bike, I'm not doing questing. I'm not doing the PvP stuff. The only thing I do is questing. So if the only thing I'm doing is logging in for the next story update, which is about 6 to 8 hours of content, I'm only going to take 10 to 15% of damage to my gear and my ornithopter and everything else while I'm flying around doing the quests. And I'll just need to go harvest some water to keep my, and I'm just going to make sure I have a still suit on. Yeah, I can't be bothered. It's not a great mechanic for long-term retention of players. I think it's fair to critique that because I do love the game. I love Dune as a franchise, but I understand why they did it that way. They want to keep down on server costs. They don't want servers full of they don't want to keep servers open just because there's a bunch of bases that no one uses. I get why they did it. I do think there's a better way to do it. I think that you could have an escrow, but the problem is even with an escrow system, you still have to have some sort of online server infrastructure, which takes money to maintain. And if players aren't playing, then you don't have money to maintain that, and so you're always continually spending on something to maintain something for people who aren't logging in. That does not make good business sense. So I get why they have the system in place. I'm not being paid by Funcom to come up with a creative solution, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to repair my shit, park my character in Arakeen, and come back with the next story update. And if I need to, honestly, it's an hour of my time to run around and build a simple base where I can put like a water thing and, harvest some granite get some salvage metal. It's an hour of my time to build a simple base just so that I can have like a water facility and a repair station. It's not that big of a deal to get back up and going again.
Hector pointed me in
I
your
got
direction.
sniffles, guys. I'm sorry. I've got like
tell me
allergies or
about
cold or
Santiago?
something going on.
The hunter. Something of a legend. An enterprising mortal who has sent many kindred to their final deaths. New Orleans was one of his hunting grounds not 10 years ago, as was San Francisco in the previous decade. Little is known about the man or woman, save that their killings all feature the cross of St. James, a signature of sorts, hence the name. It is believed that he is a member of the Society of Leopold, one of the deadliest and most ancient factions of hunters of the supernatural. If he is indeed such a zealot, he believes himself to be a literal soldier of Christ.
Jesus.
Yes, that one.
I'll be right back.
Thank you for speaking to me.
I couldn't keep Lou waiting all night. Time to head up to face her.
Yeah, like the way EverQuest 2 does it is because all the housing is instanced. It's not a restriction on the server. And so you can prepay for 6 months on EverQuest 2. But if you log back in and you haven't played, your house is still there. It's just you can't access it. And because it's instanced, it's not taking a draw on the server. Lord of the Rings Online, the way they do it is if you haven't logged in 6 months, they abandon the house and everything goes into an escrow at the banker. So, again, not taking up any space. It's a normal, something that already exists in the game. I think that Dune Awakening needs to do something like that. They need to have like a banker NPC where, like if you haven't logged in 3 months, you lose your house and everything, but all your stuff goes. But the problem is, in like Lord of the Rings Online, you don't have building materials because the houses were just already existing. So you were just renting the lot. Whereas in Dune Awakening, you're building things. So you have thousands of components that go into the building blocks, and there's no realistic way to store all those things if the house goes into escrow. So it's a very complicated scenario. Yeah, because the Star Wars, right, Dribrum, that's the Star Wars Galaxies issue. Like, you don't want a server full of empty houses that no one's been logging into for the last 3 years, because that's just you're literally maintaining a server for no reason, because the people aren't paying you to be there.
Mistress Lou,
It's literally just
you had
burning
something
money
you
on
wanted to
fire.
discuss.
Ah, yes. The future, Detective. My sister and I have plans, and I'd like you to look into something for us.
What do you want me to look into, Mistress Lou? Just give me the facts.
You're aware of our recent troubles in the liquor market? Has Fletcher said anything to you?
He mentioned something in passing about rivals.
We are about to expand, but are suffering from a small roadblock, Detective. A roadblock I put at your door.
Mine?
Your territory, at least. Our Vancouver run has been interrupted, perhaps even redirected, and the rumor says it's someone in law enforcement.
Any names, faces, any idea?
I don't know how Final Fantasy XIV
Not
does it.
as of
I didn't
yet.
even know Final Fantasy
I
XIV
do
had
have a
housing.
location and have managed to acquire some photographs. I will have my man Campbell deliver it to your office.
That does sound like a solid start to a case. I won't deny it.
Because even Star Wars Galaxies is like EverQuest 2. It's an instanced version of things. So it's always going to exist. It's just that your version of it is private to you. So it's not any extra server space to have it exist. Right, JDL. New World Eternum does it great. But again, that's an instanced house. So the problem with Dune Awakening is that it's not instanced. So it's it's taking up actual space on a server as opposed to just being something that already exists on the server regardless of player state.
this is quite the shindig.
Obviously, it's one of mine, but
Yeah, it's exactly
focus,
AFK more. There's an
detective,
inherent
please.
amount of damage
You
that
miss
all
so much if
buildings
you don't
take
pay proper
based on
attention.
time, not based on
Now,
storms.
if we can just
So yeah, my Haga Rift base still took a bunch of damage, even though it was completely down in the bottom and there were no storms. Oh, so he got her sister.
One
How
from
did he
the
get in
top,
here?
Both literal and figurative. Our killer was out for the kindred of Seattle, and I had a feeling he was just getting started.
That's a good question, JK.
Well, rise and shine, Sheriff.
I don't
About
think
time
there's a
we clocked
way. You
in.
have to just like
See what
look
the
at
prince
each
has
settlement
lined up
until you
for
see
us
the one
tonight.
that says
You have
this
nothing
is where
to
your
say
house
about
is.
your memories?
Well, that was a lineup of faces from 100 years back. Something's pulling them out of my past. Do I trust my own mind? I would not vouch for it.
I do not
I
vouch
do
for my
think
current
those
mind.
things happen, but why we're both seeing them and what bearing they have on our case, that is a puzzle I can't answer right now. I guess we should head out.
Nico, Mrs. Thorne. I have all sorts of main quests. So, my previous theory about how this game worked was correct. So, essentially, every day is a cycle. So, you can clear all of the side quests and all the main quests in a cycle. Then you go take a nap. Fabian has his memory circuit. You do that playthrough, and then you load in the next day and you have a brand new set of side quests and everything else. So there are going to be moments here where you just can't progress NPCs past a certain point because you have to wait for them to show up in the next cycle. All right. So that's main quest, and these are all side quests. Okay. I mean, storing stuff, clients, client side would be okay, but it can't be. Yeah, it can't be permanent.
About time.
What the hell are you doing here, Tolly?
Surprise!
In my time, Nosferatu did not like to be seen.
Most hives are all shy and retiring, but I figure I bring joy to the world. It's Christmas. Everyone's too wrapped up to even look around. A modern tragedy, am I right? All the lonely people.
All
Mind you,
the
it makes for
lonely
easy pickings when you're
people.
feeling the need.
It is refreshing to find one of your clan outside the shadows.
Stepping out's my thing. I might be undead, but I know what I am. What we both are, right? We're fabulous. We're gonna live
Fabulous!
forever, and the normies are terrified of us. You're a bloodsucker, my friend. It doesn't get any more queer than that.
I tend to agree.
Embrace it. Love it. Masquerade permitting, of course. Terms and conditions definitely apply.
None of this explains why you are here now.
Yeah. Heard of Isabella Moore?
We met.
Well, of course you did. Bit of a poseur, right? Toreador through and through. And then even further through. Art must be excess. Art must provoke. Art must live perilously close to railing the masquerade into orgasmic oblivion. Anyway, she has a nightclub, Atrium. There's blood on the snow outside and the doors are locked. The cop bands are all stirred up. I'm kind of tied up with a thing. Do me a sheriffy favor, throw on your glad rags, slip into the party, see what's what.
I will visit this atrium.
A cut to the chase kind of sheriff. That's handy. Take it from a self-serving rat like me. You're doing okay so far. Rion loves you, baby. but don't get any ideas. She might be new to this prince thing, but the kid's swinging the hammer right now. Don't piss her off.
No, I dig her. She's cool. And I like Tolly too. He's awesome. I'll be continuing the PlayStation 5 playthrough of Elder Scrolls Online. So the sorcerer that I just took through the starter island in the recent streams, that's the character I'm going to be continuing.
Funny, dreaming about Miss Moore's club only to be sent there. It all connects in the end. Chain link to chain link.
That character's literally parked on the dock with the prophet yelling at me. And we're going to pick that playthrough up and continue with it in November. God, I like this music. I wonder if Sophia's still here. No, she is not. What does Mrs. Thorne need?
I confess, I'm starting to enjoy our conversations. Somewhat.
You have something for me to do?
I realize this is a horrible cliche, but if you're passing St. Stephen's, there should be a package amongst the graves near the ivy-covered tree. Could you bring it? It has a rather short shelf life.
I will see it done. I would like some more of your help.
I find myself fascinated to try this.
AFK Mar says another interesting option would be able to put your base in long-term storage mode. Can't turn on crafting stations, but it won't drop shields or use fuel. I mean, that could work. I still don't want to be locked into being forced to log into a game. Like, that's the thing that's driving many players away, is the requirement that you log in to do busy work. Like, Lord of the Rings Online, good example of this. Your kinship will disband, and your housing rights will revoke if you don't at least log into the game once in 6 months. You don't have to do anything, you just have to log into the game. And I think that they need to do something like that with Dune Awakening. Like, don't make me log in every 2 weeks to do busy work. If you want to have there be a restriction to keep the house, have it be something extremely forgiving, like once every 3 months or once every 6 months, I have to log in and just log in to prove that I'm still, maintaining an active presence. But this whole every 2 weeks thing, or your house disappears because it doesn't have shields, when you have to pay taxes all the time, like, I'm over it. Like, yeah, I'm over it.
You have a pleasant night.
I'm done. On that note, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up here. Breakfast is almost ready. There's a really cool update coming for Voyagers of Nera. I'm going to go actually record the news about that really quick and get that out on YouTube. And then I'm going to go eat, and I'll be back later today for the second stream in the afternoon. We'll be continuing this game. We're only going to be streaming this game for the next couple of days until Outer Worlds 2 kicks off on Friday. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you're following on Twitch, Kick, or TikTok, get over to YouTube, because everything in between the streams happens over there, including the news article that I'm about to publish here in a few minutes after I go record the update. I'll see everybody this afternoon, or if not, I'll catch you tomorrow morning.